and thank you for joining me today. We will be making Fizzy Art. It's a really fun science experiment and creative art activity. Here's a list of the materials you will need to get started. To begin, you will need your large tray and smaller bowls or cups. Then add your food coloring and vinegar and mix well together. Here's the vinegar. You will have to have also your baking soda. The baking soda is easier to handle in a smaller cup, which you can have to the side. When you have all the materials ready, we will place our watercolor paper in the tray. I recommend you use watercolor paper for this experiment. The colors will sit on top of the paper instead of absorbing into it. I've chosen to use droppers to transfer the colors to the paper, but you could also use spoons or paintbrushes if you like. Next, we're going to bring out our baking soda. Just take a bit into your hands and sprinkle it onto the paper, just like it's snowing. The baking soda feels light and soft in my hands, just like I'm touching sand at the beach. You can add a little or a lot of baking soda. There is no exact measurement required for this experiment. When you're ready, it's time to add your vinegar and food coloring. I'm going to use my dropper and squeeze till the liquid goes almost to the top, and then squeeze to release the colors. Wow, what's happening? I can hear popping, hissing, fizzing. How is this possible? Let me tell you a secret. Vinegar is an acid and baking soda is a base. When you combine vinegar with baking soda, a chemical reaction occurs. The vinegar and baking soda create a gas called carbon dioxide. The release of this gas is why you can hear the fizzing and the popping. But that's not all. A second chemical reaction will occur. Because vinegar is an acidic acid and baking soda is an alkaline base, they will neutralize one another to create a salt and water. Just wait and see, our art will change too. As carbon dioxide gas rises to the top of the mixture, you can hear the bubbles popping. Listen closely. Can you hear the popping? After a few minutes, the vinegar and baking soda will neutralize each other. You will notice the bubbling foam has become a salt water. At this time, you could take out your paper and have a look at your art creation. When I look at art, sometimes the picture changes. At first, I might see rainbows. Then, they might be animals or clouds. Let's have a look. What do you see? Everyone might see something different. Let's use our imaginations. I hope you enjoyed looking at the picture. I'd like to share with you what I see in this picture. I see a woman. She's wearing a white dress and she has long hair. Beside her is a child who also has long hair. The child's holding a bowl in her hands. Can you see the woman and the child in the picture? Take a look. After letting my picture dry for a few more minutes, I came back to see my picture has changed again. The salt and the water are starting to dry and crystallize. The picture of the woman and child have disappeared. And I think this picture looks like a pirate ship coming to shore. What do you think? The paper is now dry and the salts have crystallized on top of the paper, creating beautiful veins of color that you can see here. You can choose to leave your art just like this and it will keep. Another option is to use the card. You can use a card or a ruler to scrape away the salt crystals and see what's underneath. When using a card or a ruler, hold the paper with one hand. Gently glide the edge of the card across the paper. And there you have it, a beautiful piece of art made by a chemical reaction. I hope you enjoyed this science and art activity. Thank you so much for joining me. Ona!